Today in art, we are going to go through the steps to draw an elf on the shelf. You're going to need a piece of paper, some markers, a pencil, and some crayons to get to work with. So go ahead and grab your materials and let's get started. So to begin the drawing, your paper is going to be vertical. You are going to start with your hand about 4 fingers wide. And you're going to begin by making the U. So I'm just thinking underneath my hand in the middle, let's begin by making a dot, just right in the middle, super simple. 4 fingers with a dot, okay? Now let's begin by making this skinny rectangle for Elf's hat and then connecting that as a U. So we have his face and then the top of his hat. You can go ahead and begin adding kind of this curve shape for his hat. You can make it more pointy, whatever you'd like. He has hair on the side, maybe yours is longer. And he's got some that's kind of swept over this way, and then some over here. So we added the white fluff of his hat, the top of his hat, his hair, and underneath that hair, you're gonna add 2 thin ovals for his ears, okay? Our elf's eyes are lined up almost with the ears, and we're just gonna do like 2 straight lines and a rainbow curve. Now to add the detail inside the eyes, he's looking to my left. It is a curved line with another curved line inside it, and I'm keeping a little circle of white for the light. So it's 1 curve, 2 curves, and then a circle of light. If you don't get it right the first time, that's okay. That's why we erase. I had to get that colored part a little bit higher there. His nose is easy peasy, little curve. And he's smiling because he's happy to be here with you. He has a little white zigzag cuff for his neck. And we're gonna have 3 fingers wide, make a dash, and coming from under his chin to my knuckle. So I know it's gonna kind of go in here, but I'm thinking about our 2 curves, so that's gonna be his belly. And then I'm gonna make a curve, those are his knees. And then another curve and another curve, those are his hands and they're holding on. So we know this curve's gonna be just a circle for his hand, it's a little mitten. And he has an arm, and an arm, and his legs that are coming down are kind of getting skinnier at the ankles, and you can close it off, and they're crossed, and he has a little cuff on his ankle. This one is crossed behind. Here's his foot going down, his other foot kind of crossed behind it. And of course he's on a shelf. So I'm gonna make a straight line to put him on the shelf. And my elf on the shelf is actually on a mantle which goes on the fireplace. It is a rectangle. And under the mantle is gonna be the fireplace. Give it a frame. Now you can add your stockings here, you can add your stockings here, or no stockings. I'm gonna put some wood in the fire. Spiral line with an oval, and then 2 lines that go down. That will be some of the wood in the fire. Again, it's an oval with a spiral inside it. The 2 lines that come out have little lines for the bark. And then I'll have one more piece of wood right here. So here's my oval with a spiral, 2 lines, and the bark. So I've got some wood in the fire. I'm gonna put an oval for the hook of my stocking, an oval for the opening of the stocking. It's gonna come down like the letter J and back up. Let's try it again on this side. Little circle for the hook, an oval to open it, the letter J, and back up. Okay, and I could add more if I wanted to. That's what we do, why we do it all in pencil. Now that I have my elf on the shelf, behind him is going to be brick. So you could use a ruler if you don't have one, no worries. I'm just gonna make some horizontal lines all the way across. And brick is really neat. And some people get confused on how to draw it. So I'm gonna teach you a simple technique, and I'm just making, about finger space, if not more, horizontal lines and picking up my pencil through the pieces of my drawing. I'm not worried on it being super straight, but if you are, you could use a ruler. So I have some horizontal lines going side to side. To make brick, I'm thinking bricks, individual squares. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4 bricks. Well, 5 bricks, but 4 lines. Now the next time, I can't just go straight down, okay? It has to be in the space between, which means where there is not brick. So watch. These ones go down, go down, down, go down. This one goes down, goes down. So the lines can never touch the lines above. So I can't go. So if I know there's 2 lines here, there's going to be a line in the middle. If there's 2 lines here, there's going to be a line in the middle. So it's kind of like a pattern. I'm skipping every other one, making sure the lines don't touch. And now I have a brick wall behind me. From here, you can take a black marker, or if you have that Sharpie at home, you can use a Sharpie and you can outline it and then color it. You can use a combination of crayons or markers. Love when we do the black Sharpie because you can see I changed up a little bit by adding some curves to the fluffing. It just really kind of brings things alive. I was able to thicken up the legs so they're more symmetrical and the same size. And I'm not worried about those pencil marks because I color right on top of it. I also took that red and brown and did some color mixing. You could really go back if you wanted with the time and, you know, outline those bricks. So I'm going back and I'm darkening up some of the brick. If you notice, I made a mistake and I covered my mantle with the crayon, but that's okay because I can go back on top of it with my marker or with a crayon. So if you get super speedy quick like me and you color and make a mistake, don't worry about it. You can always add to it and fix it. So I'm gonna take a dark gray and make that mantle pop so we know, hey, he's actually sitting on a shelf because he's the elf on the shelf.